We are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not.
You know what their defense is? 2 dog sleds.
We need Greenland for national security.
Greenland. Greenland.
Greenland.
Greenland.
Greenland.
Greenland.
How did this snow-covered island suddenly become the center of world's attention? What is the reason that America is pushing hard to get control over Greenland? The real reason behind this isn't the minerals, oil, and even the American national security, but far greater than this. But it's so important that it can change the world's system entirely. Once again, welcome to the Docotic channel. Viewers, Greenland is the world's largest island near the North Pole, with thick ice covering 80% of the land. According to the area, it is larger than Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Indonesia. But the area to live here is so small that only 57,000 people live in the entire Greenland. But they're also at the coastline where the ice is very low. If we talk about the temperature, then minus 30 degrees Celsius is just a normal day here. And in the northern part, even minus 50 degrees is considered normal. The summers come here only for as long as the winters come in the Middle East. Hardly 10 degrees under the scorching sun of a clear day. The Greenland, which has the cold that can freeze blood, how did it become one of the reasons behind the rivalry between the world's superpowers as the center of Cold War? U.S. President Donald Trump has even said that we have to make Greenland part of America in any case, even if we have to rely on military operations. Not just once, but Trump has repeatedly tried to get control over the Greenland, and Trump's insistence has worried geopolitical experts. Greenland is certainly a part of the North American continent, but politically it's under the control of the Kingdom of Denmark as an autonomous region. Donald Trump wants this land to be part of the United States of America, but let me tell you clearly that Trump is not the first person to have expressed such a desire. America has always considered Greenland to be an essential part of its national security. Until 1867, Alaska was also part of Russia, and then America bought Alaska for just 2 cents per acre. Because America has always wanted to maintain its dominance in the Arctic region. At that time, for the very first time, attempts were made to purchase Iceland and Greenland, but the American Congress make fun at this idea. After that, in 1910, U.S. President William Howard Thorpe tried to gain Greenland, but this time also they failed again. After that, the real turn came when the Germans occupied Denmark during the World War II. On this occasion, America took over the security of Greenland so that the Nazi forces could not build their bases there. After the war ended in 1946, American President Harry Truman offered Denmark $100 million gold and asked for Greenland in return. Denmark refused to sell land at that time, but allowed America to build its military bases there. It is clear that Donald Trump's strategy is controversial, but he is not the first U.S. president to get control over the Greenland. But if deeply think, there are many reasons behind Trump's harsh tone. After when Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro was arrested, he has increased his pressure on Greenland. One reason for this is national security. The location of Greenland in the Arctic is such that it is located right in the center of Russia and America. If we look at this from the military point of view, whoever holds Greenland will automatically have better control of the entire Arctic region. But there are already American forces in Greenland. The Pitofik Space Base, there still have about 10,000 American soldiers. So then, what is the danger they have? Actually, Greenland is in Denmark's hold, but for the long time the people living there wanted a separate country, I mean their independence. And Denmark is not a powerful kingdom either. They give half of their budget to Greenland in the form of funds, but still they've no army there. Trump's concern is that if Greenland gains independence, it may insist on removing U.S. military bases or renegotiating their rent at a much higher cost. That's why America wants to get full control of Greenland in their hands. The second thing is that Greenland don't have their own army. There are Danish defense forces, which are very weak according to Trump's opinion. Trump has said in a sarcastic manner that how are they supposed to protect Greenland with dog sleds? Trump may be right to some extent, but the whole world is suspicious of his intentions, because America's past impression is very negative. They attacked on Iraq as an excuse for weapons of mass destruction. But actually, they didn't find anything there. In 1964, America attacked Vietnam, making the excuse that Vietnamese ships have attacked at Gulf of Tonkin on the American ship USS Maddox. But in 2005, the report exposed them that there was no such attack. In 2011, America targeted Libya. It was said that Colonel Gaddafi is committing genocide there. While many experts believe that Colonel Gaddafi wanted to make a gold dinar currency and to end the dollar's monopoly, everything was done to stop this new currency by an excuse. So looking at history, everyone is thinking that this time, by making Greenland a threat to Russia, America wants to take over not only security but also other resources. Greenland is one of the few areas in the world where rare earth elements have huge reserves. These minerals are so important that for the future technology, they are called oxygen. The average layer of ice in Greenland is 2 kilometers deep. And because this ice is millions of years old, there must be lots of unexplored resources here. According to geological surveys, Greenland is largest reserve of rare earth elements at the number 8. It has neodymium, by which for electric cars and turbines the magnets are made. It has gallium, which is useful in AI chips and radar systems. It has uranium, which is used in nuclear energy, and silicon, which is useful in making semiconductors and solar panels. All these elements are very beneficial for our future technology. You will be surprised to know that at 90% of the world's supply of these minerals is under China. And recently, China has also imposed limits on the export of these minerals, so that Western countries can be put under pressure. It is also true that in the near future, whoever has control over these minerals will control the entire world. This is also one reason why Trump wants, by acquiring these minerals of Greenland, to destroy the China's monopoly. It is not necessary to tell, but according to the survey, just below northeast Greenland is a reserve of 31 Arabs Olis barrels, and you can guess how much oil there is in the rest of Greenland. In addition, other than security, rare earth minerals and oil, the security of undersea internet cables is also a big reason. As you may know that the world's internet and communication system runs through cables laid under the sea. Greenland is at such position that the cables passing through here connect the America and Europe. Russia's ghost vessels are often seen around these cables. And America is afraid that in the event of a war, Russia can cut these cables and destroy the American communication system. They believe that if Greenland is under America's control, then at the Arctic Ocean between Europe and America, these cables will also be safe. In addition, if you look at the globe, Greenland is at the top of our world. It also has Pitofik Space Base, which has UEWR, means upgraded early warning radar. It can detect any intercontinental ballistic missile from Russia as soon as it launches. If this missile is fired at America, it will not pass over the Pacific or Atlantic Ocean, but over the Greenland. This means that if America has not control on Greenland, then it is a direct threat to the US mainland. And the most important reason that no one is talking about is the new trade route. For centuries, man has been looking for a way to quickly connect Europe and Asia. In ancient times, ships had to go around Africa or from the South America. Then the Suez and Panama canals were built, which changed the journey of months into weeks. But the way to the Arctic Ocean was always closed to snow. And it was considered impossible to cross this route by using cargo ships. Now, due to global warming, the ice that has lasted for centuries of the Arctic is slowly melting. It is clear that a new sea route is emerging, which is called the Northwest Passage. For example, if a ship wants to go from China to London, instead of the Suez Canal if they use passage, it will reduce their journey about 9,000 kilometers from this new Arctic route. This means they'll save not only millions of dollars of fuel, but also 10 to 15 days of travel. So actually, this is not just about Greenland, but also about controlling this new trading route. The country which gets this route will be called the gatekeeper of global trade in the world. Russia already has the largest coast of the Arctic Ocean in the world. and he wants to put a tax on his way. If we talk about China, he wants to make a polar Silk Road here. Now America is afraid that if he is left behind, the key to global trade in the world will go into the hands of Russia and China, which is a scary dream of America. If we look at map, the Greenland is sitting at the entrance of this whole new road. If America becomes the owner of Greenland, it will work as a toll plaza for this new sea highway. And this time is not too far. According to estimates, in the next 10 to 20 years, the ice will melt further and the shipping industry will start heading for the Northwest Passage. But if America gets Greenland, experts believe that this matter can start a new war in global politics. But how? Denmark is a member of NATO. The Danish Prime Minister has clearly stated that if America tries to seize the Greenland forcefully, it will be the end of NATO. NATO's basic principle is that an attack on one ally is considered an attack on all. If America occupies its own allies in Denmark, NATO allies can fight among themselves. If Trump succeeds in his insistence and somehow get control over the Greenland, it will have a very serious impact on the world. First, America would become the world's only Arctic supreme leader. Second, the centuries-old trust between Europe and America would collapse. Third, America could emerge as the undisputed king of critical minerals, which will shock China. Fourth, large-scale mining in Greenland could alter the regional fragile ecosystem, which can affect the whole world. And number fifth, the local population could lose their centuries-old culture, identity, and freedom. The melting ice of the Arctic is opening up new roads, but also creating new dangers for the world. And if this happens, a new mindset will arise in the world, same as World War I and II, that whoever is powerful should attack the weak and conquer them. It would not be wrong to say that whatever decision about Greenland has made will be the decision of the next 100 years. Now it will be the decision of peace or the decision of World War III. Only the time will tell us. I hope you will also like and share this video of Docotic channel. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.